Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Aciv Vica here, and today I want to talk about why gambling is a sign that somebody has low self-esteem, low self-efficacy, in general, lack of belief in themselves, a lack of belief in their ability, or a straight up lack of ability. When we think about what gambling is and like why people gamble, so sometimes people gamble because they're in a pinch and they need to make up some money. So imagine, I guess, it's like the 15th, and you have $1,000, and you need $2,000 by the first to pay your rent. There's really three outcomes here. You gamble, you win, okay, now you have enough for rent. Nice, congratulations. The second one is you gamble, you lose, now you don't have the money for the rent, you get evicted. Or because you can't create $1,000 worth of value in 15 days and you don't gamble, you get evicted because you couldn't create that value. And you can't get double evicted, so you really have nothing to lose. So that's kind of the position they're in. They don't believe that they can create the value, so they depend on other vehicles to be able to create that value for them. And I think the even sadder part is you're depending on other humans to create the value, other people to create the value. A lot of people, when they're gambling, they're sports gambling, they're gambling on athletes, whether that be LeBron James, whether that be Caitlin Clark, whoever. They're depending on those people to create the value, and those people don't give a fuck about whether or not your rent gets paid or not. So you're basically saying, I'm giving this person who doesn't give a fuck about me the onus to make sure that I can be able to pay my rent. And it's an extremely risky thing, because if you're depending on yourself, you know what you'll do. You know what you're capable of. That's a sure thing. However, with these players, they might not feel like playing that night. They might have an off night. They could get injured early. They could have a huge lead by the third quarter and then decide not to play in the fourth quarter because they don't want to get injured. So there's all these variables against you. But even though all these variables are against you, you're still willing to gamble because you have such little belief in yourself. And I think that's really the crux of it, and I think it's really a sign of the times too, because so many people are gambling and so many people have such high credit card debt that it shows that a lot of people truly just don't believe that they have the ability to create the value. And the thing is, you do. You just haven't found how to do that yet. And I think this will persist because as sports gambling gets more and more popular, people pay into it, they get more in debt, and as you get more in debt, you have less ability to create wealth for yourself, and as you have less wealth to create for yourself, you're looking for easier and easier ways to get out. And it doesn't just stop at sports betting. There's also betting on things like stock options and stocks and stuff like that. And people are basically facing machine learning algorithms trying to beat them in contests, and honestly nobody wins in the end. And if you do win, congratulations, you're going to lose ultimately because you're a gambling addict. All right, bye guys. That's Aciv Vica. In the comments, please feel free to reply and have civil conversation. I love going back and forth. I know I'm not absolutely right on everything, but I do have opinions and I would love to hear yours. All right, I'm out.